Hello, welcome. I, Mr. P Gaming, am going to set out a challenge. Do you want to accept it? Can you do it? Well, what is the challenge? Let's actually talk through what my challenge entails. You will need to download the map called Mars. So remember, take that into account. If you do need to go into Google, type in FS22 mods and then Mars, it will come up as easy as that, and it will bring up this map here, which is a pretty nice map, but I'm gonna set a challenge for everybody that wants to try and do it. Yes, this is called Supplying Mars Challenge. Have you got what it takes to help set up so Mars can be colonized? But what are the rules? Well, let's go into the rules right now. The Supplying Mars Challenge. Number 1, you start on New Farmer mode. Number 2, you must sell all starting equipment. Money-wise, you start with 1.5 million. Number 4 is you place 10 silos, but they must need to use the convey system to fill them up. What do I mean by the convey system? We go into silos and you see ones like this. The one that says silos are used to store crops. You also need an auger or conveyor for this. Basically, the only way you can fill this thing up is by using one of the big conveyor belts. One of these ones, or you can use these meridian bins. These have to have a conveyor belt or a conveyor system to be able to be used. And where do you find those conveyor systems? If we go into tools, we go down, here's belt systems. You have to use one of the silos that need to use either the Meridian TL1239 or the Conveyol 1690 to be able to fill up these silos. You need to have at least 10 of those silos placed on the map, and you must have to use the convey system to fill them. Alright, so you are only allowed outside when you are in a vehicle. Obviously it is Mars, so you don't really have a spacesuit when you go outside. So if you do go outside, you have to be out in a vehicle. Obviously, it's Mars. The only exception is if you are opening garage doors. These on this map you do need to walk up to. Let's click on the door. There we go. And it has opened. If a certain production chain requires that you have to go outside and step on a certain thing or things like that. So, the next one, number 6, is a have the cow dome at full capacity. What does that mean? Well, as you can see, cow barns with feeding robots. Both of these are in a dome. So there are 2 cow pens within this dome. You have to get both of these cow pens at full capacity. Yes, you have to have the full limit of cows in that one and this one, in both, within the dome. So I'm calling this the cow dome, obviously, because the cows are in it and it's a dome. So both of these have to be at full capacity. What is next? Well, you have to have and use a production chain. Production chain you have to use is the flour mill or the grain mill. You have to get a full semi-load trailer of flour. Yes, a full semi-trailer load of flour. The choice of crop you use is completely your choice, whether it be wheat, barley, oats, or sorghum. Number 8. You are only allowed to use slurry or digestate to fertilize your fields. That is all you're allowed to use. You're only allowed to use slurry or digestate to fertilize your fields. Store-bought solid fertilizer and liquid fertilizer, or the ones from these buy and sell silo points, are not allowed. They're not allowed. You are only allowed to use digestate slurry to fertilize your fields. Yes, very organic. And to end it off, you must have over 2 million in the bank. Yes, 2 million in the bank. If you think you've got what it takes to help supply Mars, then take on Mr. P Gaming's Supplying Mars Challenge. Are you up to it? Show me what you've got, because it's definitely going to be one heck of a good challenge. See you all.